from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News This Morning at 6.
And good Monday morning, everyone. And welcome.
Thank you.
So good to have you. Can you believe it's June 13th?
No, this year is flying by. Almost summer.
This morning's flying by, too. I'm Chris Holmes from everyone. Welcome to CBS News at 6 and also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. It is almost summer.
It is.
Feels like it, sure.
All right, I'm Marci Gonzalez. There is a lot going on in your world today. Here is your SoCal eye-opener.
The biggest thing is what I can tell folks is be ready.
Racing flames force families out of their homes in Wrightwood. We'll take you live to the scene of the sheep fire. A deadly shooting overnight in downtown LA. Now the search is on for several people who may have been involved.
Yeah, and it may not be summer, but it certainly feels like summer, at least this past weekend.
It really has.
Hot.
Yeah, but hopefully a break coming our way.
Yes.
Come on, Amber.
The break is here right now.
Oh, good.
Right. Hopefully you like the bit of a cool down. And because you guys are talking about summer,
Yeah.
I have the countdown for you.
What's the countdown?
All right, so we are just a few days away from Father's Day, about 6 days to be exact. 8 days until the official start of summer, the summer solstice. And then we're about 21 days away until the 4th of July.
Thanks, Amber. The time now, 6:01, as we take a look at your drive times, looking pretty good. On the 91, between the 15 and the 55, 25 minutes. Going eastbound, just 15 minutes. The Ontario Freeway, the 15 northbound, between the 91 and the 10, just 2 minutes. 11 minutes if you're heading southbound.
And for sure. Okay, so we are tracking breaking news in Wrightwood. That is where the sheep fire, it's burning out of control.
Mandatory evacuations are in place as flames move closer to homes. People living between Highway 2 and Mesquite Street from Highway 138 to Sand Canyon have been told to leave. CBS 2's Cara Finstrom is live with a look at the ridge where flames were whipping up earlier this morning. Cara?
They were earlier this morning. Now, as we usually see with these large wildfires, it's cold out here this morning. The winds have died down. Good news for firefighters. So right now we're seeing just a lot of smoke at the top of this mountain behind us. But fire crews say winds will be a big worry again today because they could drive those flames closer to homes. Right now, this appears to still be in a remote area.
All right, Cara, thanks so much. Fire also broke out in Duarte, barely missing several homes. The Fish Canyon fire started just after 4 yesterday afternoon. Then flames jumped to nearby Opal Canyon and just took off uphill. In all, 35 acres have burned and the fire is 25% contained. The cause is under investigation. And we're keeping an eye on the fire danger with heat, wind, and drought creating an elevated risk. For updates 24/7, remember, we are always streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. All right, your time now, 6:07.
Yeah, a mass shooting during a warehouse party in Boyle Heights. Now the search is on for the gunman.
And a blizzard takes hikers off guard. Still to come, an incredible rescue story out of Australia.
Unlimited snacks with a side of nostalgia. Ahead at 6, how Scooby-Doo fans in the Southland can spend a night in the Mystery Machine. That looks fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, because Marci it's her first day as your co-anchor today, Chris, we have to induct her into my dog walking forecast. And she sent me a beautiful picture of Clementine, her dog, and her son, Brooks. How cute is that? So if you have any pictures of your pets you would like me to highlight in the mornings, just tweet it to me, Amberly News. But thank you so much, Marci. This is our dog walking forecast, and it just brightened up our Monday. So we're waking up to a little bit more of the gray skies, the overcast conditions, and we're also looking at a much cooler weather pattern today compared to the weekend.
Happening today, jury selection begins in the Kristen Smart murder trial. The Cal Poly San Luis Obispo student went missing in 1996, but her body was never found. Paul Flores is accused of killing her in his dorm room. His father, Ruben Flores, is charged as an accessory, accused of helping his son hide her body. They will be tried separately in Monterey County because there was just too much publicity in San Luis Obispo. We will update you as the trial moves forward. Back here in LA, detectives are investigating a deadly mass shooting at a warehouse party.
Yeah, this morning we're learning that 3 people were killed, 3 others were hurt.
Your time now, 6:16. Still to come, some major updates from Capitol Hill.
A big update from Capitol Hill this morning.
The U.S. could soon get its first major gun safety law in years. Senators have created a bipartisan framework for it, and it appears to have enough votes to pass the Senate in the next few weeks. The bipartisan group of 10 Democrats and 10 Republicans will introduce legislation focusing on limiting some gun sales and increasing federal support for mental health services and school security. While an agreement is close, we're told the path forward is still precarious. In related news, today the Attorney General is set to speak about law enforcement action related to violent crime and illegal gun trafficking. And as soon as today, the U.S. Supreme Court could issue a ruling on constitutional challenges to gun safety laws. We are going to take a live look now at Capitol Hill about an hour ahead of another critical hearing. The House committee investigating the Capitol Hill riots will hold its second public hearing at 7:30. Committee members say they will present evidence tying the events of January 6th to former President Donald Trump's claim that he won the 2020 election. Stay with CBS 2 for live coverage as soon as the hearing begins. And many are going electric to avoid buying gas. But if buying a Tesla remains out of your budget, that's the case for so many of us, buying its shares is becoming more affordable. The electric car company just proposed a 3-for-1 stock split. That would turn each Tesla share into 3 and lower the price without affecting the company's overall market value.
Okay, it was a chance to celebrate the best of theater with a magical night of big moments.
Yeah, we are taking a look now at the big winners and the big performances from the 75th Annual Tony Awards.
I wanted him to keep going.
I know, this
fun.
is so great. A Strange Loop triumphed at the Tonys, the show about a black gay writer's struggles to create his own musical and break free of self-doubts, won the Tony for Best Musical. Its creator, Michael R. Jackson, was given a standing ovation when he won for the show's book. So fun. MJ, a bio musical celebrating the King of Pop, celebrated 3 wins, including Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Musical for Miles Frost. The landmark Stephen Sondheim Musical Company won Best Musical Revival, plus Tonys for Company's Matt Doyle and for Patti LuPone, both in featured acting categories. Best Revival of a Play went to Take Me Out, about a star Major League center fielder coming out as gay. Take Me Out's Jesse Tyler Ferguson took home his first Tony in the featured actor category.
And how marvelous does that look? I want to wake up to that.
Beautiful, and what a fun, unique little getaway.
Oh,
wow.
Totally.
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News This Morning at 6.
Good morning. Sure hope your day is off to a great start. Today is Monday, June 13th. Welcome to CBS 2 News This Morning at 6 and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Marci Gonzalez.
And welcome, Marci, to the team.
Thank you.
2 hours in, we're doing great.
Yeah, having a good time.
I love it. And I'm Chris Holmes from everyone. Happy Monday.
A dangerous trend turns deadly in South LA, but how can police put a stop to these street takeovers?
Yeah, and a lot of parents out there in desperate need of this baby formula. You're a young mom, or your kid's a young.
So you're saying I'm not young, but my kid is. Just joking.
Well, I'm saying.
Yes.
See, what I'm saying, and I'm kidding.
As a mother, this is
completely.
just such a huge concern. As a parent, anyone who's taking care of young children. So nice to see that help is here.
Hopefully it helps. And you know who else is here? Amber.
Hello,
Good to
Chris.
see you, Miss Sunshine over here.
Hi, Marci. Happy Monday, everybody. All right, so let's talk about this weather because everyone's been talking about just how warm it's been here in the Southland. Things are cooling down, and you may have noticed if you haven't left your house yet, but if you're looking out your window, it is a little bit gray. We have more of that June gloom, and we also have the winds. So the winds should help clear out a lot of the clouds once we head toward the latter part of the morning. But because that marine layer is pretty thick, a lot of our coastal communities have been dealt with a little bit of that drizzle this morning. So just be aware of that.
An illegal sideshow takes a deadly turn.
Yeah, this morning, 2 women are dead. CBS 2's Tina Patel live in Compton, where she just spoke with detectives. Tina, what are they saying this morning? We've been covering these sideshows, it seems like, every weekend.
Yeah, and what investigators say is that there was actually a camera at this intersection. So they checked it, and they say it does appear that a driver ran a red light. That's what led to this deadly collision. But take a look at this video, because what they're now trying to figure out is if there was an illegal street takeover immediately before the crash. They got calls from several people in the neighborhood who say a couple hundred people were out here last night doing stunts in the street. That may have broken up just before midnight when this crash occurred. Investigators say the driver of a red Honda Civic was killed when she hit a Nissan Rogue in the intersection. Her passenger, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was ejected and also died. Investigators don't know if the two had been taking part in the earlier takeover.
Much needed help for parents all over the Southland. Tens of thousands of baby formula canisters just arrived here in LA as part of Operation Fly Formula. The formula comes from a popular Australian company called Bubs, which already supplies toddler products here in America. But because of the shortage, the FDA put out a call to international suppliers to request approval for distribution here in the States. Bubs Australia was the first to be approved. The formula will be hitting shelves here within a week, and of course that is such welcome news for parents who have been struggling to feed their children.
Yeah, it's been a lot. And now we're joined live by the Bubs Australia CEO, Christy Carr. Christy, we want to thank you for waking up with us. You actually just landed in LA just a few hours ago, right?
Hi, good morning, Chris and Marci. Yes, that's right. We made sure the infant formula got on the cargo plane safely in Melbourne, and then we quickly jumped on a massive passenger flight. So we're here in LA now.
I love it. Well, thanks for being here, and I love your accent.
Concerns about lead contamination at a local high school.
Yeah, the feds are leading a new investigation now in Watts. Admiral Rachel Levine, she's the Assistant Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services. She visited Jordan High School over the weekend. The school is near a recycling center that has tested positive for lead contamination. The lead levels at the school, they are very high. Admiral Levine, she oversees the newly created Office of Environmental Justice, which will respond to issues like this one we're seeing here in Watts.
LA County has a plan to make sure school kids don't go hungry this summer. Starting today, its food service program will provide free lunch from noon until 1 and then a snack between 3 and 4. The food will be given out at dozens of parks throughout the county Monday through Friday through August. And you can find the list of those parks on our website, cbsla.com. Just click Seen on TV.
Okay, time now, 6:57. Here's what you need to know before you go.
Crews are hoping cooler weather will help them make more progress on the sheep fire burning in Wrightwood. Nearly 1,000 acres have burned so far, and it is only 5% contained. Mandatory evacuations are in place.
And 2 women were killed in Compton. It appears to be tied to an illegal sideshow. Investigators say the takeover had ended when a vehicle ran a red light and crashed into another car. They think one woman could have been one of the drivers.
The LA County Sheriff's Department is doing an active shooter drill at the Lakewood Mall. The training includes smoke grenades, flashbangs, and also pretend victims. This started about an hour ago. It's expected to continue through noon today.
And former First Lady Michelle Obama is in LA to deliver the keynote address at the Culture of Democracy Summit. It's happening today at Bank of California Stadium in Exposition Park. The gathering focuses on strengthening democracy through voter registration, education, and culture change. Okay, CBS Mornings is coming up at the top of the hour.
Tony DeCopel has a preview from New York. Good morning, Tony.
So we're looking at our highs right now. Temperatures in the mid 70s for the afternoon, upper 80s for the valleys and the Inland Empire. We are warming up by the middle of the week, so get ready for that. And then we're looking at a slight cool down as we head into Father's Day this Sunday. But today it is a little drizzly, so if you are heading out the door, just be prepared. Back to you guys.
All right, Amber, thanks so much. And thank you for watching CBS 2 News this morning. We will be back with the Capitol insurrection hearing when it starts in about a half hour.
Also, big updates from the Supreme Court expected in less than a minute. Remember, we're always on at cbsla.com. The news continues streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. And amazing job on your first day.
Thank you.
You're in. You're hired.
Thanks.
All right, we'll see you again tomorrow
Have
morning.
a good day.
It's only on 2.
It is getting progressively worse.
Do you have a quick second to speak with us?
We're grateful for the coverage, for shedding some light.
Only on CBS 2, an illegal grow operation.
4,700 marijuana plants.
Original reporting with real results.
You guys made that story, they started to react.
I thought he was going to take my girls.
I think we have the red Camaro stopped.
Yes, sir. We take this stuff very serious.
For the news you won't see anywhere else, look for Only on CBS 2 News. Got your phone handy? Of course you do. Scan this right here. Download the CBS LA app. And just like that, you're connected to all the best local news and videos. Now, if only everything were this easy.